So I'm here with another motivational video, and I actually had a couple people ask me this, and I never really even thought to make a video on this. And then one of the things that I'm going to address is something that I addressed on my other channel, and I do know that there are some people that aren't over there. Basically, if you go, I have my own website and my own channel that I download videos from my phone and stuff like that, and that's my Jenn.m.aguirre, Jenn.m.aguirre, which is what you guys are on, and my actual website where I don't post the videos on there anymore, but that's the one that has, you know, my story and where we originally started this 3 years ago. Then me and my husband own a personal training studio in California, and we have our local business and our local fitness blog and our contact us page if there's somebody local that wants to train in our studio. But I do videos for there as well. I do have a couple people that are subscribed to both channels, but I just did another video on like coping skills and all that other stuff, so I'm going to talk about those two issues. So I get people all the time that ask me, where do I begin? And I think that that's a really good question. So let's just say any reason, let's just say you want to start a program, you have no idea where to start, you have an aggressive goal, you don't have an aggressive goal, you're 70, you're 15, you have it in your budget to hire a personal trainer, or you don't. Basically, the first and foremost is you have to be ready to do it, like 100% ready. Like, that's the reason why when people want to come into our studio, they have to basically apply. They have to be willing to do everything, because we don't want to just collect a bill and you come in and work out with us. You have to be willing to do everything, because ultimately 100% of the people that are in our studio are seeing results, and it's because they agreed to doing everything. Then I interview them, which is what I mean when I post on my pictures, phone interviews today. That's people that I'm interviewing to be in the program. And if they're not willing to do everything, then again, I don't want them to just make a payment to me and come in and work out like at a Bally's or a 24-hour fitness or whatnot. I want them to do everything. I want to see their log every day. I want every Saturday or Friday or whenever I do their weigh-ins, I want it to go in the direction that they want to go. I want to be able to say, I know for a fact you're going to be going down. But let's just say you don't work with us and you just want to know where to begin. You have to get it in your mind that you're going to do everything. And then preparation. Preparation, time management, setting yourself up for success. Obviously, you need the tools. So if you're on Facebook, ask me for my nutrition webinar and I'll send it to you. It's an unbelievable amount of information. YouTube is, you know, there's endless possibilities with different styles of working out. Get creative, put stuff together. Again, this is all if you can't physically go with a trainer. Resistance training is so important. I don't recommend, and I actually had somebody that said that they lost 80 pounds. They sent me an inbox message. They lost 80 pounds. What are some exercises that they could do for like extra skin down here? And I'm not going to say it's too late, but I am going to say that if you would have done resistance training throughout the program instead of just doing cardio to lose all that weight, you wouldn't have had as much or even really any at all. I've helped a significant number of people lose an obscene amount of weight, and they have minimal to no skin, and it's because resistance training and head weight and all that stuff will help with the loose skin. There is no such thing as spot reduction, so that specific person can't go and do 1,000 reverse crunches and then all of a sudden the skin's going to tighten up, or now start to do resistance training. It will tighten up a little bit. A lot of the times extra loose skin or like extra poochy or whatever, that could be from super tightening up the food, the sodium. If you drink, try not to drink at all. Not even like once a week a glass of wine, because that will affect you. But basically where to begin. Okay, so you get your whole game plan. You watch my nutrition webinar. You prep your food for the week. It takes 45 minutes. I posted a picture of all of my food that I prepped that it took me 30 minutes to separate all my turkey. What people don't realize is that your food will stay fresh for 7 days as long as it's separated. If it's not, if it's in one big Tupperware, or if you buy 2 to 3 pounds of low sodium turkey and you keep it in one Ziploc bag and you keep opening and closing it every day, it's going to be slimy in 2 days. The chicken's going to be off. But if you separate everything and put it all in its separate Ziploc bags or Tupperwares, good ones, go to Costco, I use the ones even that I buy at Lucky's. It'll stay fresh and it'll be good. The only thing I make each night for the next day are all my oatmeals. So that's the first thing. Prep your food and everything for the week. There is zero excuse. I've actually been getting a lot of negativity, and I'm trying to avoid it now, and I did make a video on how I handle negativity, but I completely avoided this specific thing on Instagram. But I get people all the time that are like, oh, they commented on one of my pictures. Oh, she probably doesn't have a full-time job. She probably doesn't have a kid. She probably doesn't have any medical issues. She probably this, that. She probably works out all the time. She's probably a horrible mother, and she probably, you know, takes her kid to the gym all the time, which I think is crap, because there are plenty of mothers that do take their kids to the gym, and why aren't they looked at as bad mothers? But whatever. Okay, yes, so I do have a full-time job. I work out when my son is either asleep, which is why I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, answer emails, and then get on the treadmill, and then I just woke him up, and it's about 6:20 right now. And then when he's at school, I work out in the middle of the day. And yes, I do have a full-time job. I have my own business, my own online coaching. I answer emails 3 hours a day. I train clients in the morning and in the evening. I take my son to his jiu-jitsu class 4 days a week. I drive him to school every day. I pick him up from school every day. So I am a busy working mom. You know, I also handle the bills for the house. I handle all the bills for the studio. I do video blogging. We do videos for our website. I mean, it's like, yes, I'm very busy. I work more than 40 hours a week. I don't consider it work. Because I absolutely love what I do. You know, I'm doing things even on a Sunday. If a client purchases my coaching program, and we're supposed to do our call within 48 hours, and it happens to fall on a Sunday, I did a coaching call with my client in Dubai on a Sunday, which was Monday really for her. Oh no, it was Sunday. It was Sunday night at 10 p.m. for her, but whatever. Okay, so preparation. And then you have to set yourself up in your house. So I'm a very big fan of surrounding yourself with positivity and motivation and all that other stuff. I'm going to do this with my son, where I'm going to like make his own little bathroom. This is something that my husband told me about, like athletes do it, where in their bathroom they have motivational quotes all over the walls. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what you should do. So if there's a body that you want, if you used to be a certain weight in high school and you want to get back to that, take a picture of that and post it everywhere. Take it to Kinko's, laminate it, put it in your shower, on your refrigerator, on your cabinet, in your wallet, in your car. If you don't want people to see it, put it places where not everybody can see it. On your mirror when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, and surround yourself with it. That's what athletes have to do to keep their mind right on the game, because being an athlete is not easy. Getting to a fitness goal is not easy. So surround yourself with that. And then you have to develop the coping skills, which this is the specific video that I was talking about. If you know you're more weak in the evening, then you have to have your coping skill. Before you start eating your dinner, number one, maybe change where you eat dinner. So if you eat dinner in the living room, maybe eat dinner in the guest room. If you eat dinner on the couch, maybe eat dinner in the kitchen. Sit outside with your family. Something that's going to change up your atmosphere. So it's like changing a habit. Like people that like a different atmosphere, so they sometimes change around the direction, where their furniture is in their house, and then they feel like a whole new beginning. And that's kind of what it is. But have a game plan before you put the fork in there. I did a video on when you go out to eat, most restaurants have, you know, they give you 3 servings. So before you even put your fork inside the meal, you tell the waiter or waitress, bring my food out with a to-go tin. You separate it and put it away so you can't even see it before you start eating, because there's that emotional connection. Once you start, you probably won't stop. If you're home, and I've done this with a lot of my clients, if you're home, have a game plan for what you're going to do right after it. Okay, so if you're going to sit down and eat dinner, right after it, maybe you and your family go for a walk. Right after it, you and your family play a game of cards. Leave the food on the kitchen table. Who cares? You're going to clean it up afterwards, but you have to check out of eating and into something else so that you're less likely to keep going with the food, and then go back and clean up. It's psychological. And then you have to do your homework every night. You have to say your positive affirmations. I've said these 1,000 times, and it takes work. It really took me about 7 years to master this after I had a nervous breakdown and got out of the hospital, and I was not this person. I cared about what everybody thought, so many different things which I've talked about in videos before. But every day I did my homework. Every day I got my happy hormones in. Every day I had to psych myself out. Every day I had to say something. I'm not stupid. That was one of the things that was a big, 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 big trigger for me, because I was told that I was stupid my whole life. So for 7, 8 years, every day I had to tell myself that I wasn't stupid until I actually believed it. So if you're somebody that really wants to believe that you're confident and you're beautiful and you don't believe that, even though you are, because I'm telling you, now you definitely need to believe it. Say it to yourself. Whether it's writing it down, or if you have the strength, and I know this is hard, look yourself in the mirror and say it. Make eye contact with yourself. Hold yourself accountable to everything every day. Write it down. If you're not if you're not a client of mine sending me a food log, which is why I make clients do it 7 days a week, write it down. When you know you have to write it down, when you know you have to log it into a website and hold yourself, email it to yourself. I mean, something, whatever. So I hope that those tools helped. Laminating, positive quotes, yada, 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 the going for a walk, playing a game of cards, take a shower right after dinner, just to get out of the atmosphere of one thing and go into another. Part of the reason why why I did well was not only did I do my homework, but I also just happened to be blessed with being able to be in a job where I was back to back. I actually had 3 jobs right after I got out of the hospital. I became a personal trainer. Then I started working for the company that certified me, actually helping them train trainers and doing admin work in the office. So I would go back to things. So I had to eat and then go right into session. And that's something that helped me. So keep yourself busy. On a day that you know that you lose focus, I know that some people just want to have a lazy day, but you're less likely to stay focused on that lazy day. So make memories. Go plan a Sunday, even though you want to just lay down. Plan a Sunday to just get out of the house and lay down in a park. Something. So I hope these helped. My son just called me and I'm starving. I still haven't eaten breakfast. Oatmeal and egg whites. Quarter cup of oatmeal, quarter cup of water, half a cup of egg whites. Put it in the microwave for 45 seconds. Stir it up. Take it out. Put it back in for another 30 seconds and yum yum. Okay, so I love you and